So if you followed this channel for any amount of time and or play the same games I play and love, your Squad, Postscriptum, Beyond the Wire, Hell Let Loose, these Mil-Sims, the historic ones in particular, right now is just a time of mass confusion for the community and players, for lack of a better word. With the entire dev team of Postscriptum being fired, except for the lead dev, Beyond the Wire seemingly on life support, with the implementation of bots, and a literal silence from the devs about the future. Y'all have heard me say it a million times. Postscriptum is literally the game I've waited 38 years of life for. Imagine this game since I was a kid, and Beyond the Wire, there is nothing like a 50 vs 50 full server of Beyond the Wire. And it boggles my mind every day that you can't just jump into a server at any time and experience that awesome visceral World War I action. It's as if we're all just floating along in disarray, just waiting, hoping somebody will at least say something. Well, I happened to run into a post on the Beyond the Wire Reddit that I think a lot of you, well, all of you are gonna resonate with. Made by a young man named Gwyn, who is an avid Beyond the Wire fan, and for lack of a better explanation, took it upon himself to do some investigative journalism. And he must have hit the nail right on the head, because soon after making his post, he was canceled. My ears are ringing. Where am I? All I remember was charging the German position. My comrades either side of me. I don't know what happened. Get up. So before we get into this, I do want to say I am absolutely in love with OWI and the games that they make and or publish. There's just something so special about that squad base code. Just the feel, the gunplay, it's unparalleled. And without it, we would not have Postscriptum or Beyond the Wire. So before I continue, I just want to make it clear that I love you guys. I have been, I am, and will always be rooting for you. But I just cannot lie idly by why something so special to me is seemingly going to the wayside. And this won't be the only video like this, as I've been wanting to make a Dear OWI letter/video for some time now. But I simply just want to say, if whatever I present here is in some way NDA breaking or worthy of a copy strike, to please simply contact me and I will promptly take it down. We don't have to go to the principal's office. So I was able to track Mr. Gwyn down, the author of this Reddit post, and he was nice enough to sit down with me so that I could ask him a few questions. I'm gonna have the Reddit post pinned down in a comment if you would like to go into more detail and or see exactly what Gwyn here posted on Reddit. Now I must say the screenshot that broke NDA is no longer in the Reddit post and in no way associated with me, just to make that clear. However, I do think it's fair that we, the players and community that back and support this title, know what's going on. And if the developers won't tell us, I feel we have the right to speculate. So without any further ado, here is my interview with Gwyn. So you've become a familiar face in the community because of your Reddit posts. What inspired you to make them?
Well, I'm a longtime member of the Beyond the Wire community. I have over 560 hours in their games. I started making posts when I started noticing a severe drop-off in the quality and scale of their updates. And to me, it was linked to the OWI acquisition back in March 2022.
Oh yeah. Now your last post is the one that I wanted to specifically cover, but let's get some background first. Do refresh my memory. When did OWI take over as the publisher for Beyond the Wire?
Yes, OWI took over back in March of 2022. It was a very, kind of messy takeover because the longtime CM Blitz, he had resigned because he said he wanted to pursue other stuff. I think I know why now. I think there was reasons that they didn't tell us behind the scenes. But ever since then, there's been a significant drop-off in the amount of dev diaries released. They're almost non-existent. The quality of the updates, they've tanked too. It's not been a good time for Beyond the Wire since OWI's takeover.
So what have you noticed has changed since OWI took over? Let's talk specifically about the 1.0 release. Why do you think it wasn't successful?
So the 1.0 update was a disaster, really. I mean, this update was released with very minor features. The only object that they added to the game, in the past they'd add maps, they'd add new guns, and even new grenades. This one, all we got was a Canadian autocar. You couldn't even spawn it in on half the maps it said it was available on. So, and even if you could get it to spawn in, the destroyed model would just default to a Toyota pickup truck, and that still hasn't changed 6 months later. That update also was rife with performance issues, and 2 weeks earlier they had introduced the long-awaited customization system, which still doesn't work to this day, and they've never really addressed fixing it, or if they have any plans to do anything with it. So yeah, it was just a massive disappointment. They didn't market it at all. They said that they would market it in the lead up to it. They never did. There was like, I think people found their Facebook account. They found that they paid it's like $80 for like 20 Facebook ads, and that was about it for their marketing. But yeah, I think the 1.0 update maxed at like 123 players. It was just abysmal for a quality, or for a publisher like OWI.
There has been a lackluster marketing effort for the game, and you think the amount of content and updates has significantly decreased. Why do you think that is?
So when Postscriptum collapsed, they had a mass layoff there. Basically everybody got fired with no explanation at all. There was a lot of outraged members of staff there and people who were close members of the community. So a lot of them started, airing their grievances in that Discord. So one of the, I think the guy that made one of the big realism mods for Postscriptum, he said that Beyond the Wire devs had been working on Starship Troopers Exterminator. And I mean, he explained that this is a routine thing for studios to do, to collaborate on different projects. But I think in this specific case, it's been very detrimental to Beyond the Wire. And I think that this was planned from the moment that OWI took over. I think it's why Blitz didn't want to continue with RSI, because he saw that their development time was going to be split between this new game and Beyond the Wire, and it just wouldn't be the same with OWI at the helm.
Nice. Putting the pieces together, I see. So your Reddit post was removed by OWI. Did they say why they did that?
Yeah, OWI cited a picture that I included in it. The picture was just of a few messages that the Beyond the Wire community manager had said in there. Very inconsequential words in my opinion, but I mean, to their credit, it was NDA protected and they had every right to remove me, so not protesting that at all. I do think that wasn't the true outrage or the reason I was banned, though. I think it was because they didn't want people knowing that RSI was splitting development time between the two games, and that's why Beyond the Wire was going to shit and stuff. So I believe you've also had a video removed by OWI. Can you explain that situation, just briefly?
Yeah, so before this interview, me and Gwen were kind of chatting, and I contemplated really talking about this publicly. Now, people close to me and channel members, of course, know and heard the story. But what better time to tell the story to all of you, my viewers? I'll keep it very brief, but essentially, some of y'all may remember, right around when Starship Troopers Extermination was announced, I waited for them to come out with the teaser and then trailer, and I made a video using only the teaser and trailer, which is public, and then when I talked about the features in the game, I used old Troopers mod footage for the background. Well, apparently, an OWI employee, I'm guessing, saw my video, mistaked the Troopers mod footage as NDA extermination closed alpha footage, and hit me with a copy strike. Now, this was right before the holidays, so I was frantically trying to get in touch with anybody from OWI. One person did respond, and I had a back and forth to briefly explain. They wanted to see the video for proof that it was just Troopers mod footage. And of course, I hit YouTube to get that footage. Essentially, I'm talking to a robot, whom in a short paragraph tells me no. And I certainly don't have it on my hard drive. As soon as I post a video, I delete old videos to make room on my hard drive. Now, this is the first time my channel has ever been copy strike, and I must admit, initially there it was like a dagger to the gut. As for 4.5 years, I've done nothing but promote literally nothing but OWI games. So for them to so hastily strike strike me, in which I'm 110% sure was a false strike, and then essentially tell me, you know, there's nothing they can do, I must admit it's a bit disheartening. Now, from what I've read, eventually this strike will expire, so from my understanding, as long as I don't get 2 more before this thing expires, I'll be just fine, and if that's the case, water under the bridge. I love these games just too much to hold a grudge. I will always support OWY games, and I really hope there's some way we could grow this community. Which brings me to the outro of this video. I'm not going to sit here and beg for information. What the hell is going on with Postscriptum? Before all you jump in the comments and tell me they're just the publisher, yeah, I know, but who do we have left? Same with Beyond the Wire. I just want to say and almost beg to whoever is responsible, tie yourself to the mast of this ship. We're not going under and we're not giving up yet, damn it. I hope you guys realize that there is a massive amount of FPS gamers coming into the fold. Every day we get fresh meat, and that number is going to multiply in the coming years. You have to realize, when I was a kid, you were a nerd if you played video games. Nowadays, you're a nerd if you don't have a positive kill-death ratio and fart knife. Slowly but surely, these young gamers are going to desire a more rewarding experience. Don't tell me they're too young, oh, they'll never get it. That's bullcrap. In the 90s, we were 12 years old playing Guns in the Woods, running flank maneuvers, making call-outs, and leapfrogging, so I'm not buying that. One of my newest channel members, Beeman the Man, is 14 years old, and he's a better squad mate than 99% of these people playing these games. Quite frankly, more fun to be around to boot. We are on the cusp of an FPS revolution, and OWY, Breeze, Who, RSI, whoever the hell's responsible, if you decide to pull out now with this horde of hungry new FPS players right on the horizon, well, sirs, you would have made a grave mistake. I'm Boogie5. Thanks for attending my TED Talk. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring that bell as we're barreling towards 5,000 subscribers. We have tons of incentives around here too. We give away a Steam key every week. We got tons of awesome Steam keys like Easy Red 2, Beach Invasion 1944, Beyond the Wire, No Plan B, Military Conflict Vietnam, and of course more to come. And all you gotta do to win, interact with the channel at least once a week. Like or dislike the video, of course be subscribed to the YouTube channel, and you must join us on Discord. The Boogie5 Discord is linked below. Then at least once a week, drop a comment, say whatever you want to say, but leave your Discord name and number in your comment, because that's going to be your ticket stub. And in the last video of every week, I announce a winner. And you make it clear that I do not track winners down. You must see that you have won and DM me on Discord. Huge shout out to my channel members. Consider joining the ranks of the Mil-Simp minions, my inspiration. Get access to exclusive videos. We got an exclusive Discord channel, and all 3 tiers, Mil-Simp, Mil-Simper, and Mil-Simpist, get double the entry in every week's Steam Key giveaway. It's right as little as 25 cents a week. Could be the catalyst to help you win a $40 game like Beyond the Wire. Also, at your Discord, if you record gameplay, come through to the Submit Your Clip section. Submit your kill streak, funny clips, any cool footage, just as long as it's an indie shooter, Mil-Sim, tac shooter. Please, I don't want to see your Call of Duty or Battlefield clips. And whoever provides that first place clip, of course, wins a Steam key. Alright, I want to thank everybody for watching. Don't forget to ring that bell. I'll see you boys in the next one. Y'all be good to each other.